Haley.
I am Tammy.
I'm Lacey.
We are the Nutrition Twins.
We're registered dietitians, personal trainers.
And today we are here for you. If you are someone who is frustrated because you tend to overeat, sometimes too many indulgences, and then the next day you feel guilty about it, and now you're having a hard time putting the kibosh on it.
Meaning that one day of indulgences turns into the next day and the next day. You are not alone, but don't worry, we have a great tip that we use all the time with our clients. And actually, what's very interesting is right now it's not just our clients that are telling us that this has happened, but so many people like you are actually reaching out to us and telling us that they had done really well with their eating, getting ready for summer, but now that summer is here, I guess the vacation time is set in, and they think, oh, well, one night of indulgence will be fine. But it has tend to snowball, and a lot of people have told us that it's not a good time for them in this way because they just can't cut it. They can't cut it. So we have a great technique. It works every time.
Almost every time.
Well,
There's a couple rare exceptions.
But regardless, you deserve to put an end to it. You deserve to feel good. So here is what you do. Take it away, sister.
Woo! What you do is you have breakfast within an hour of waking up, no matter how you feel. You know, usually if you've had too much to eat the night before, you feel sick, you feel icky the next day, you don't want to eat anything. Well, this is where the problem occurs when you don't eat anything.
And we know you're going to feel bloated, you're going to feel terrible in the morning, you're not going to want to eat. And if you watched our Facebook Live last time, then you know that we said that we used to believe that everyone should eat breakfast, and we don't always believe that's the case now. We agree the science is not true for everyone, but in this case, you must do it.
Right, so if you're trying to get back in track and reel in the overeating, then this is the time to eat your breakfast.
So you're going to feel puffy, you're going to feel disgusting in the morning, and the last thing you're going to want to do is feel like eating breakfast. Believe me, you're not the only one that's had that happen before. But if you do this, you will eat breakfast, and we're not talking about any breakfast. We're talking about a healthy breakfast, but what this is going to do is it's going to fill you. Because the thing that most people do when they overeat or they get in this pattern is you feel really gross in the morning, so the last thing you want to do is eat breakfast. And then maybe you get to lunch and you're like, oh, I'm actually kind of hungry, your blood sugar has dropped, so you're a little bit out of control, and maybe you say, all right, I'll just have a salad. But by whatever time that the overeating happens, because you have no control, you've been good all day, and this vicious cycle continues. So here is your plan. Take it away.
So what you do is you want to have a breakfast that is between 250 to 400 calories. Less than 400 is the key, and you want it to be high in fiber and protein. That's the two, the winning combination. So it's got to be the fiber, it's got to be the protein.
Well, we've got some great examples though. So you might not care about counting calories. Don't worry about it. If you don't like our example, then you have some guidelines to follow. So our example, the one that all of our clients like, this first breakfast that we're about to tell you about amazes us because I've tried it myself, and my clients that used to eat 600, 700 calories breakfast, they'll go and eat this breakfast and feel so full that they cannot believe that this is about 250 calories.
This is what we call the most satisfying weight loss breakfast
in the world.
and it is. Okay, so let's get to it.
So what this is, we say take 1 egg and 3 egg whites, have it with 2 slices of whole wheat bread or with about a half a cup of oatmeal
and berries.
And what this is, you've got the fiber, you've got the protein. The protein stays with you longer and it makes you feel full. Now the reason we say 1 egg, we use Egg on Fast, and we actually work with them because they have 25% less saturated fat in their eggs, and let's face it, after you've overdone it, the last thing you need is more artery clogging fat to give you a heart attack.
No way. Stay away.
No way, don't do it. So instead, you'll have one of these, but when and also all the nutrients are really in the yolk, but when you have the 3 egg whites, it's pure protein, so that's why you're having the 1 full egg and 3 whites. It's pure protein, very low in calories. You're gonna feel really full. I know you don't want that, but you're not gonna feel like you want it, but believe us,
you do.
Want it.
But also, it stabilizes your blood sugar, so it prevents energy crashes, because typically when that crash comes in, that's when you crave more sugar, more food, something unhealthy, something your brain says, get me the fastest source of energy and the quickest pick-me-up I can have, and that's when you turn to sugar and junk. So this is going to prevent that.
Right, and if you have the 2 slices of whole wheat bread or the half cup of oatmeal or 3/4 cup of oatmeal, then that's the carbohydrates, that's the fuel for your brain, so you're not going to crave that quick pick-me-up because you'll get it. And then the protein will make that stabilize you. And then you've got the fiber and the berries. Blackberries, they're just so good right now. Are these yours or mine?
Mine. Don't try to steal them.
Okay.
They're mine. They're great, and they're packed with antioxidants. And actually, there's some really cool research on how berries actually have something that helps to burn fat, whether it's blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries. Give them back.
No way. You probably bought the last one. I didn't see that these at the store today.
Anyhow, so your weight loss breakfast, we'll talk about that later, or your weight loss breakfast or your breakfast to help stabilize the blood sugar with the protein and the fiber is key.
You could also have a Greek yogurt, and you can mix some oats in it. You can make a muesli, mix your berries. Actually, you can mix your berries right in there, and that's fast on the go too.
Really fast. In 2 minutes, you can mix the Greek yogurt, the oats, and some fruit right in there, and it's a perfect breakfast on the go.
And the thing about this breakfast too, it's not like you're having a heavy croissant. Like, this is a healthy breakfast. You're going to feel good, and even if you feel full by lunch, you'll feel healthy. You'll have really good energy, and you won't feel the way that you felt when you woke up in the morning.
Right. And then so the next step is at lunch, you want to keep up with the same thing: fiber and protein. Snacks, fiber, and protein, and that's the winning combination.
Oh. You left something very important. She always rushes through and leaves something very important off.
I don't think so.
The very important thing is with your breakfast.
Oh yes, I did leave something very important.
Oh, you're on my foot. She's on my foot. She's on my foot. Ow. Okay. With your meals, you want to drink at least 16 ounces of water or tea. Now, what we do, we really recommend this. I'm a little bit ginger obsessed.
She's obsessed. It's a little.
This is my personal stash. So if you'll get hurt.
She already warned me.
I already warned her before we started that she better not touch my personal stash. So ginger. Okay, there's so many cool things about ginger. You can put it in your water, just grate it, and you can put it in a little tea thing, or you can just grate it in there, and lemon. Now, this is a magical combination because ginger, first of all, it's anti-nausea. It's going to calm down your stomach, so it's going to help you to just feel better, not feel so uncomfortable.
It eases indigestion.
Yes.
It helps with just bloating, everything.
Yes, so the bloat will go down. Plus, it's full of anti-inflammatories, so this means that a lot of just the damage that you've been doing to your body with the poor eating, it's going to help to mop that up and kind of help your body in its process just to be stronger. The lemon's the same way. This just makes water just taste really good. Lemon is so refreshing. It is packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatories and nutrients that help your body. Your body naturally detoxes, but it has nutrients that help your body with this natural detoxification process. So it just helps it along, and you'll feel really good.
The water is essential though, because what it does is it flushes the toxins out of your body, but also if you've had extra salt the night before from whether it's snack foods or something too sugary, the water flushes that out. So it sounds counterintuitive, but when you're actually bloated, you want to drink more water because it flushes out the bloating culprit, whether it's the salt or the sugar, along with the extra water. So that's what you want to do. So,
and throughout the day, but definitely with all the meals. And it just takes up space in your stomach. So the key is that when you get to that time of day that the overeating occurs, like we said, most people, it happens in the evening, you want to feel satisfied. You want to feel good. You want your blood sugar level stable so that it's very easy to turn off to say goodbye. You deserve to say goodbye to that overindulgence. Bye. So what you do, if it happens at dinner, after dinner, before you even have dinner, have the drink, have at least a cup of some vegetables, steamed vegetables or something, just to take the edge off. And we promise you, if you start with this pattern, you will break the vicious cycle of overeating and overindulging. And you can do this on
We know you can do it. You guys can definitely do it. And you can do this on the
4th of July. Use this pattern always, but especially to break the habit. And we know you can do it. And leave your comments. We didn't see any come in, but we're having some technical issues, so we're just assuming that they are there, and we promise we'll answer them. Follow us. Press follow on the right side of your Facebook screen. Let us know where you're from, what questions you have about overeating, and what you're overeating. I will tell you, confession, my overeating thing is sweets, and usually something chocolate. But I will admit the weirdest thing lately, the dates rolled in cocoa powder, they're so good.
They crush a sweet tooth craving. It is crazy. And
they
taste so.
They do, but I've had a little bit too many of them. So I will use the kibosh on it.
We'll do it, and we hope you try it too. Thank you for joining us.
We hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.